Whoa, 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 hold on. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? And she backs away.
He just kind of looks. Um, I thought this was what you wanted. He's
No,
just kind
we
of.
don't talk about stuff anymore?
Blitzkrieg looks
Like,
genuinely confused.
are we, what's going on here? Why'd they change? Because, like, you said you were going to do stuff, and, like, you still haven't told me if you were going to do stuff. And what's going on now?
He just kind of smirks at us at his face, and he's kind of like, well, you were making this whole deal about if I should fall in battle, and tomorrow I'm entering a hive. I'm worried. Slightly. So I thought this would allay both your fears and mine.
You never went to the sperm bank, did you?
Gotta be honest, completely forgot.
Fuck my life. Oh, my
Where did you learn that phrase? No more
good
internet for
God.
you.
What?
Said no more internet for you. Where did you learn that phrase?
I think it seems apt now.
I mean, we could not. And I guess I could go to the sperm bank tomorrow. Although, letting the weaver tainted bastards touch me there is kind of terrifying.
Okay, you know what? It's we were enough for Russia, and Russia's very respectable. And a big place.
Hmm.
A lot of Karens there.
I understand. Like I said, I can very much turn around and reglove, as it were, and we can continue as if nothing happened. I will do what needs to be done tomorrow, but I genuinely did believe that this was what you wanted. My apologies.
Uh, you're gonna go to the bank tomorrow?
If that's what you want.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Um, look, I know you're my mate and all, but I really like don't want to talk about this shit. We talked about our feelings before, and that was great. Totally cool and stuff, but
He just kind of looks at her and just kind of settles into this, like, into his usual, like, I'm slightly judging you, but mocking smile. Completely in the buff, just still.
um, I like you, but I think I'm gonna go to the library now. I have the tab test is coming up next week, and I just yeah, I'm like not um, this is awkward. Um,
Yes,
and
it is. Which is why you're not going anywhere.
oh, I'm not going anywhere.
No, we're gonna sit. We're gonna talk about this.
I,
And he
I
gets up and puts on pants. Very respectable. Diverts himself from your gaze.
well, what's there to talk about?
Apparently, one has decided that the position of Huskarl is different than the position of Shield Maiden. Is this the position you wish? And he just kind of like, and you notice he's like staring, like his eyes are following hers almost.
I don't know what I want yet. Nobody tells me what to do here. It's really annoying.
I could tell you what to do.
But no, you want to, like, talk and stuff.
Because the concept of, well, I only want to talk because this is one of those things that couples actually do talk about. I thought the surprise would be a bit much, but I went for it.
Like, it freaked me out.
Good. Then that means you actually listened to the last thing I said.
But yeah, because you said a lot of stuff then, and I thought that was important.
Wow. That's different. A mate that actually listens. Huh. I wasn't warned about that.
I, I don't. I know what I want out of you, but I have no clue what you want out of me.
He just kind of gives her a very confused look. Haven't I told you a number of times?
No, it's all really, like, vague.
It's not fake. Okay. And he kind of gets up and kind of flexes a bit. Not like an impressive flex, but like stretching his muscles. And he's like, okay. What I want is for you to want this. And by this, I don't mean the contents of my lower purse. I want you to want this life. And I want you to want to help me build something greater. If that includes cubs, I am 100% okay with that at this moment. Not that that's likely to change, but I'm 100% okay with it. If that includes you are my shield maiden and you are by my side in war, I'm also okay with that. But I need to know which one you want to be. Because as of right this second, I don't. I know what you want. I'm just trying to figure out how to give it to you. Hopefully in the least sterile, gross way possible.
All right. I came down here expecting to breed with you, and that we'd become close in time. I was told that would, like, I was vaguely told that would happen, of course.
Have we not become close? Do I not trust you? Do I not trust you as my own right hand?
Well, I don't see much of you. I spend a lot of time with the kinfolk at the set, but
Is this
I
proper?
actually kind of have to rely on them to hear the arguments you've been getting into.
Imagine if you were, say, Prime Minister, and I was the First Lady. Would you... We would not see a lot of one another due to affairs of
Yes,
state.
you would be a woman and you would also have no rank, so yeah, it wouldn't matter if I saw a lot of you or not.
Yeah, and in fact, I think quite the opposite. I think that you do have rank, and I think that you do, at least in my life, have a purpose other than being my broodmare. The reason I would give you this is because on some level, I realize what I'm walking into. And although I have now the blessings of reindeer to assist me with that, I still worry that there may be a chance that I don't come out. You've seen me fight, somewhat. You've seen that I do not give quarter. And you've seen that I will fight until every Gauru is out of there. So that means that I will be first in and last out. I know what that means on a primal level. It is baked within me, and it was both born and bred into me by the teachings of both my mother and my father.
The way you presented it to me last time we talked about all this stuff was that I would be able to fight and then choose when I wanted to become pregnant, and that suited me at the time because I come here and I see a lot of weakness with the kinfolk and disconcertingly with ones that are not kinfolk.
He smirks at that.
That suited me. But now you're not doing that, and I know it's awfully weavery, but I have family that does it, and distant family, but we are told that it works just fine. The results are just the same. And honestly, it hurts me a little bit that you haven't done it. And also, I'm a little let down by sex, actually.
That is totally out of character. Okay, I'm good. At that, he actually narrows his eyes, and you notice his shoulders sort of roll and grow and then shrink, and he's just kind of staring at you.
I honestly like the stuff leading up to it more. And honestly, if it's going to continue in this fashion, then maybe more of the other stuff, because it's really not what I expected.
You see him, and he almost seems to be studying your face. His eyes seem to be sort of tracing the outlines of your face. It's super weird, but his eyes are moving along your face, and then when they get to about your chin, they kind of come up the other side. It's a very predatory thing to do, where he's studying, he's looking for something, and he's just staring.
Well, she'll meet your gaze. She has gall. And I looked these issues up online, and they seem to be common, but still.
And after a minute, as they're having their little stare down, he actually, of his own accord, looks away and smiling the entire time.
Anyways.
You are my shield maiden, and one day the mother of my children. I respect your position and do not wish to complicate matters further. I apologize for any offense I've given.
Thank you. The ability to help out the sept and then become pregnant appealed to me because this place does seem weak, and I was confused because it seemed like that was being taken away.
Do you think for 1 second that your duties stop once I knock you up?
No, I still have to have the pups.
Is that what you think your only job is going to be?
Well, the alternative is to continue and join you, and I don't know how I feel about others raising my own. I've been told several times by people here that I'm likely to die young.
Once the cubs are born, you will have more of a maternal watching over them role. But until you are told otherwise, I expect you to follow me as my shield maiden.
David,
Yes, my dear.
I'm going to be kind because you might not know this, but I'm also going to be blunt. It doesn't work like that.
So the worm waits for morning sickness?
No. No, but when you are pregnant,
Don't you get effectively Gauru strength at that point anyway? And he smiles.
I would be restricted very quickly. My ability to go and see things as they are, to go wandering, that would be cut off pretty soon. And from there, it just escalates.
What do you think would happen? He actually sort of sits back. What, how do you think this plays out?
I don't know, actually. This
Then let me
is
tell you.
very weak.
Then,
Worst case scenario, you die and I go home.
okay. Let me tell you how this will play out. One, you don't go home unless you want to go home. If I die now or die tomorrow, your leaving is up to you. That's number one. Number two, after the first cub, if we choose to have a second, or cubs, I don't think we'll have a litter. But after the first cub, you will then be able to make the choice if you wish to have a second. We will then have bread for Gaia. You will have fulfilled your deal. And he kind of like sneers a little bit at the deal part. And then you are effectively a free woman. At that point, I will expect you to make a choice. And I will expect you to say, well, not say, but I will expect you to choose between saying, well, I got the baby out of you, I'm gone, or I wish to stay and fight. Part of staying and fighting is protecting the cubs. But to be honest, I have more free time than you, all told.
I wouldn't leave children.
I'm not asking you to.
That's
You
diplomatic.
have, you have, I have more, I have more available free time than you. Even with rounds, even with training the sept, I have more free time than you. My jobs are somewhat sedentary. Well, not sedentary, but they are somewhat in one place. You have two jobs. In fact, three. And I actually still haven't found out how you're working out with Frozen Hammer. Do you think I would take you away from any of that? I would handle the children as best I could until you are free, and then I would give you the children. And we would work together to make it work. That is what a relationship is. Us working together to make it work. I would not expect you to sit at home and be some sedentary wife who, I don't know what
I,
wives like that do.
David,
But
I have to ask you this because I've been wondering this pretty much since I got here.
okay. Cigarette in his mouth, lighter.
Do you want
Yes,
us to
sir.
act like humans? Is that what you're trying to say?
Do I want us to act like humans?
Yeah, a lot of this sounds like human stuff.
You are a human, dear.
Uh, no, neither are you.
No.
That
This
Gaia
is
loves her, and we're part of her, and
this
we go
is
back to her.
this is this is what you don't get. You've never
Oh, you're
got.
going to tell me what I don't get now.
He looks at her with the most incredulous fucking look. Okay.
Come at me, bear cock. God.
And you notice like his like hand like shifting sort of up and down, like he's flexing it and it's just kind of shifting up and down. What I meant to say was that what you don't get is that unless we are in the Sept and on the Sept grounds, this is America. We don't do the wife stays home while the big man goes out and does blah. We work together. And part of working together, human stuff or not, is that we share equal responsibility with the children. On top of that, we help one another, especially when one of us works a lot more than the other. Thirdly, I would expect that you would, after the first cub, or however many we choose to have, that at that point we would work to get you back into fighting shape and you would resume your duties. You can be the Huskarl while you are taking off action. But you will help defend us. We have the kinfolk to assist us. We have get kinfolk in the city more than you, which I was shocked to hear, actually. I don't know them. They're not my kin. You are my kin, for all intents and purposes. So when you start talking about all these things ending and me taking away your freedom and you having to what the fuck are you talking about? That is not the world I live in. That's never been the world I've lived in. Call it a curse of being a half a child of Gaia. We've never. No. That's not how any family I've ever seen work functionally works. At least not here. I will do everything in my power to give you as much freedom as you require. If that means you want to travel, travel. If that means you want to fight, fight. Only times I will not allow it is when you are specifically taking off action.
Due to pregnancy?
Pregnancy, wounds, whatever.
Well, let me just tell you, I called him up one day, and he gave me the website.
Gonna go to the bank tomorrow?
Over the products. I called him.
Yes, you've asked me to do this.
And in 3 days, I would
Cool.
by my 8th day, I was down.
You watch some TV?
And what he said to me,
Yes, dear.
he said,
Sounds good.
when you first talked to me, he said,
And he walks up next to her and he just pulls her in for a really big hug. And he whispers in her ear like, I really do love you, you know. And I know I have a lot of stereotypes to deprogram in your brain. I am not that. I will never be that. Whatever thing you fear, I am no longer something to fear.
And
I
she
am your...
pushes you away. Fear?
You were worried about,
No,
oh no, he's gonna take away my freedom.
no. No, I am conflicted at your message. Everything I see here is weakness. Everything that you do that deviates from what I'm used to is usually weakness. Everything is weakness here. This
Really?
place is so weak. No wonder the city is supposed to be one of the major battlegrounds. I see it here. It's internal.
Would you
And
like
it's
to
why
understand?
I want to
Would you
fight so
like to?
much.
Would you like to understand why it has not become open warfare?
No, because I think the answer is actually more weakness. It's
No. The
there is
answer is
no
strength.
no. I see you making.
He actually walks up to
I'm not going to. Maybe it's best that I go and
he
study.
walks up to Bettina and like puts her head between his hands and goes, "They fear me. All of them. They fear me more than their masters or their anything else. They fear me. And so they refuse to attempt to attack us. They're willing to make deals. They're willing to do things that cost us no Gauru and no blood. I will not risk a Gauru to clean out these insects if I feel that it is a waste. And as of this moment, with that storm in the sky, I feel it's a waste." And he lets it go. And it's like, that is my decision to make. I am warder of this cairn, and I have to protect all of them. And I have to protect all of you.
I'm not going against what you say. Outwardly, I'm supporting you at every turn. Internally, though, because we're inside these walls, and because you seem to want to have a discussion about feelings and so forth, you keep
Please.
on talking about how the place that I come from must have been terrible and frightened me.
I never said that.
It didn't frighten me. It was comfortable. I knew what I was supposed
Oh,
to do.
okay. So it frightened you that your back was destroyed. So it didn't frighten you that did it? Was that not frightening?
No, it was kind of no. I got beat up a little bit more than the others.
Yeah,
And I was told it was because of my mouth. But I understood why it was happening. I understood how it was going to happen. It was
that
fine.
is
Very
not.
clear and laid out, and we knew exactly who the enemy was.
That is not
Legions,
okay.
by the way.
Yes.
Why do you think it's not okay? You talk back to a Garu. You should be
Are
ready
you?
for punishment.
You
And
think
here
so?
it seems like I can do it whenever I want.
Yeah, you think so? Do you think that's what I should do? I should set up whipping posts around the sept, and every kinfolk who ever talks back to a Gauru gets a whipping. Is that
No,
what you think?
just, smack around a little bit
Why?
so that they don't do that. They don't question you.
They don't question me. They respect me. Am I wrong? Name one kinfolk in this sept who does not respect me. Name one who I have not personally helped. Name one who has not found their inner strength to fight when we will be fighting for them.
Name one that
And
you
who
won't personally help. There are some kinfolk apparently that you don't even know the names of. Get kinfolk of your own tribe.
I did not know they were here. And apparently they are being kept in good stead by a Black Fury of all things. They have not presented themselves at the sept. That is not my problem.
Okay, this fundamental. I don't think Germany was a problem, and you don't think America was a problem. We have some disagreements.
Listen,
I don't want to talk anymore about this because I feel very awkward.
and I'm willing to fight through the awkward with you. This is strength. You want to see strength?
This
This
is
is strength.
overthinking.
It's not overthinking. I'm not overthinking anything. I know exactly what I need to say and exactly what I need to do to resolve this resolve this problem. You feel, for whatever reason, that what I'm saying is counter to some thing you were told. You've never had to experience any of this. You never watched, you've never watched the things I had to watch with my mother and her shame. Her shame at having a get son. You never had to watch it. You never had to watch how hard she had to fight every Gauru in a fucking child of Gaia sept, mind you, for a little fucking respect. And here I am giving it to you willingly and without reservation. And you fight me on it. You think this is weakness. I see this as strength. I see this as the only strength that actually fucking matters. Because if you are the person I wish to hold my shield, me injuring you or hurting you will do what exactly? What will it prove? Oh, that I'm the bigger man? Of course I'm the bigger man.
David, honestly, I am worried that it is because of your weakness that these others are challenging you.
It is because I haven't murdered them yet. So I'm going to expend Gauru lives for no reason because they want to wave their dicks around.
No, and we've already been through this. I don't think that any of that should have been to the death.
Okay, let's say I just injured them really badly.
There.
Let's say I hit them as hard as I hit Frozen Hammer. The only reason Frozen Hammer is alive is because you ran to get assistance. Frozen Hammer would have died from one hit from my weapon.
So what are you telling me? That you can't control yourself?
Of course not. Are you kidding? I can't control. We're Gauru. We're weapons by design. Control myself, the aspect of which by controlling myself means that I will not flip out and destroy everything in my home or destroy my family because I feel a little angry? No. No. What I'm controlling is everything around us.
Maybe it is the silver,
I am making it.
but I really don't know what to say to that.
I can give you a hint. The hint is stop calling it weakness when what it is strength. We have idiots who want to wave their penises. I do not care about them. I will not care about them, with the exception that they are Gauru, and I wish for them to fight by my side.
There is a joke in the old country, and I'm going to translate it so it won't rhyme, but it pretty much goes, how did the Garu fight the worm? It starts off with 5 Garu getting together, talking about how they want to fight the worm, and it ends with 3 Garu still talking about how they want to fight the worm.
Have I not fought the worm sufficiently for your tastes?
I'm talking about that's what weakness does. It makes the Garu tear each other apart.
No, I understand the premise.
Politics.
I understand the premise of the joke. The answer I'm giving you is that that's not what's happening. You believe that this is politics for the sake of politics, and screaming about how we will fight the worm without actually doing so. When I have Gauru lives in the middle of a worm cairn right now. My Garu, my soldiers, are they not laying down their lives enough for you? What would you ask?
Only one challenge to the death that has ever happened in the Sept of the Blood Fist.
I'm sorry. I missed half that.
Okay, there
Say
was
again.
one challenge in the Sept of the Blood Fist that ever ended in death, and it was to the death. It was a very serious affair. It was because our current Jarl was accused of being beholden to the worm. He was challenged and slain.
What do you think this challenge is about? They sense weakness. The only thing that they will... You don't think this is a serious matter?
Don't think you're fallen to the worm. And I would never be so foolish as to say that they have.
I think that they are full of themselves and wish to challenge a superior. And on occasion, those who challenge a superior must be taught a lesson. Sometimes that lesson ends in blood. I cannot stop that. If you wish for me to say that this challenge is not to the death, I can tell them that.
You can't say it now, and you know that.
I can indeed. It is my prerogative. Is it not?
That's what comes of all this talking. We're just talking in circles. All this talking. I want to go and study, or I want to watch TV.
He just kind of is giving you this really like... You've never quite seen this face on him before. This very like... almost icy stare that is a weird mixture of like feeling betrayed and hurt, like deeply wounded. And he just kind of like, then you are dismissed to do what you need to do. I will be here when you return. And he goes and lays in the bed.
Nah, she's not that brave. She's gonna go and try and chase after him. God, let's be realistic. She's only 18. So with that, do you want to end the scene? Okay. Good night, everybody.